his tragic took his stiff body down the stairs of a poorly furnished and locked apartment on the 5th floor near some Mox Place. Wallpaper was flaking off, shower drip monotonously, roaches were crawling up and down on the fish's wall. Well, the smell of stale wine and rotten footsteps, a small tape recorder on an antique stool without bag. Cake, blood, straw, sleeping mats, magazines scattered over the filthy grounds. Overdose of painkillers, one of the smaller plush workers snapped. And they found an unreadable notebook smeared with cat food. Oh, they downed it in the toilet bowl and flushed it away. And one of the most terrible moments all those years came to the surface. All those memories, man, shot through my mind. About a man I'd gone to school with and who tangles life and virginity, but I never supposed he'd go so far to commit suicide. His vulnerable, fragile personality had cracked under the ruthlessness and hostile suspicion of a don't-you-weakness society. And before we split up several years ago, he seemed to have everything necessary. His single-minded, ambitious stock his material pretensions. But when silly habits take a hold of you, you get convenient fat and lose interest. And then it's not much more than a highly paid existence between two faces. Tedious and self-content. Really, believe me. And sometimes you could hear tongues chugging on East Riverside, man. Give it a break now. The body of Jones came floating from their midnight bay. Well, inexplicably, he's freezed out, quit his job, left home and family. He was hungry for meaning in life. And for that reason, he moved to New York City, where he could keep his head barely above the water with dishwashing, street sweeping instead of a life in balance. Exit 10, and with him at night as he was performing in a crummy local bar. It was an awful accent, loud yet in some way honest and deeply moving song. Really dull-eyed, puffy face, I had to look twice to recognize him. And young and intermission, we talked about the changes both of us had undergone. He was subject to depressions and guilty feelings as far as his family was concerned. And he was exasperated by what he'd experienced. And as he realized, he was on the brink of tears, man. But it wouldn't have a cure to him to get back to his wife and kids, for he couldn't make out any sense working his whole fucking life just for pension, man. Later on, he philosophized on exhausted soul, exploited labor, economic bankruptcy, and free enterprise that is going to ruin our fucking earth, man. There's a whole lot of emptiness, man, inside of us all. And if you're different, man, you'll be eliminated pretty soon. Well, Puerto Rican Harlem sent a ratty-looking junkie sitting on the stoop. No matter what time you pass, garbage pile, high broken windows, you gotta live there if you pretend to relate to the private of those hardest hit by recession. With your guitar, Mr. Music, man, they're wrought with Laura and his neighbor. It's too bad for you. Cross 2nd Avenue was lowered, had accelerated the pace, not daring to look back. I felt the whole block was mockingly watching me, man. But I couldn't figure out what might have kept them from beating me off, man. I snitched my guitar. Tremendously relieved they got a Broadway. Corner 10th Street, ready to die. Ready to dive into strangling anonymity. Come on, man. Ain't this world a beautiful place to be thrown into? And the harder you try to drag yourself out of the mud, man, the more you fail. Okay, thus I decided to look up an old German philosopher in the foreign downtown building. I was giving lectures at the Columbia University of New York. He was a tall, bony, ecstatic old man who described the radiance and sparse hair immigrated with his parents to the Nazis in the year 34. Past pool rooms and amusement halls, peep shows and drugstores, shooting through shining glitter and glamour. A barbershop where can change your identity, and angels home is not very attractive. Bums exist and free from obligation. Disembodied noise of car horns, movable neon letters, brightly lit, stuck to ugly pasties of mirror, metal and glass. Fire escapes and scaffolds were winding round eye socket building. Perpetual business in the brooding heat of the night. A sensitive at space period, classic green giggling, hobbling, shuffling, scurrying, salt and creep. Between symmetrical crabs and crevices, sandwich booths. radio voices bulbs, commercial breaker and air hammer. That lies between contorted skyscrapers, slides of fake moonlight. Somewhere somebody's dying, suddenly wishing not to be born again. Scrub one in deserted, illuminated offices, tattooed virility, spaces of modern times are groping about. Deep on the, yeah. Well, colorful shirts, flapping cold eyeballs, flaming, talking down, trying different. Receptive faces in search of distraction. Yeah, stationless, speaking fast. Controlled brains from time to time, the biting sound of the courthouse clock ticked corrosive away. And squares and parks were lit with paper towels and guns of long transfigured drapers, repose the windows talking to themselves. Omnivorous ghastly dreams managed to suffocate to crush you as the fat big naked body through his controversy and baked out. I breathe like it's collateral on photographic moments of modern time. Wall Street on stone stations, insanity. Well, Columbus Circle subway turns down. I'm on my way back to the village. Doors slam, trains begin to move. Raw line, stations black. Bye. Lots of people dressed up in stylish clothes, rings on fingers, nails glow. Some in ordinary suits. Reading papers or staring out dark windows or at the subway cops truncheon. Shuttling, back and forth. Hey, West 4th Street, I got out of the train, crossed the platform, walked up some stairs till I could see the nocturnal sky. While a masked cadet and wounded tenor stick up the grocery store, his twitching body banged down the entrance steps. His face thumbed to the stony grounds, heads popped out the windows to take a look at the banners of half-a-day existence. Well, policemen with drawn-up guns closed off streets, put up roadblocks, just jumped into the bucket crowds of onlookers. Flashlight had been turned on some kids' arms raised, who were being pushed against a rusty balustrade. And you can't blame them for protecting themselves, man, from being abused, I believe, man. I can tell ya, it's better to trample on somebody than to be trampled on. Paradoxically, that incident reminded me of how far I first hit New York City in the summer of '78. I was picked up from a photographer, must have felt that I was being put out in the city and utmost danger to be ripped off by a deaf black guy in planted rags trying to make come with him to Holland and to crash in one of his pants. As I got hung up for the first time with all those strange acting village outcasts, streets, philosophers, and curbstone saints, existential joggers beneath Washington Square Park Arch, who packed it sooner or later. In those days, it took me a whole while to recognize their disappointed dreams, screwy hopes, vain expectations, and therefore I was profoundly impressed and stunned by their fatal attitude towards life. All there had been used exotic sounds of the village, especially the wailing saxophones, corroborated with the sad humming of broken characters, which were able to kill her just for lousy change if they only would have been given a chance, and a fucking chance to. Come on now, give him a break, man. Oh, come on, do it now. And it was getting a little colder in the hours before dawn as I made up my mind to head out west. It's always the insane, running away from something, the boundaries of a cruel reality, but after all, most likely for myself. I took the last bus to New York City limit, George Washington Bridge, stuck my thumb out of radio, though scarcely anybody passed by. An hour later, blinking tail out of a smoking truck, slowed down for me to stop, and we collided into the breaking down. Where we going? I asked to drop there, top American truck driver, wearing his plaid shirt at the sleeves of rolling. All the way to the island of the world, man, his rescue voice pointed out with the mutiny. Okay, man, in my jeans I could see the Mexican border of the Rockies, Frisco looking at me.